Hi guys, welcome back to the series. I'm Adi, and in today's video we'll begin making our WordPress theme a bit more dynamic. And that means we're going to create a custom widget. So the one we'll be creating is this 260 by 120 add widget. The rest of them are pretty similar in shape, and you can download the theme and check them out for yourselves. But I just want to demonstrate how easy it is to create a custom widget by doing this one. So let's jump to Coda and open functions PHP, and I'll go all the way to the bottom, create a new section, and I'm gonna call it load custom widgets. Okay, and I'm gonna import a new file. I'll say require once functions, and we'll call this widget add 260.php. All right, now obviously you can name this file however you want. I chose to start with widget and then the description. So let's create a new folder, functions, and the new file inside that. It's called widget add 260 php. Okay, so let's open that. Let's give it a small description. Widget that displays a single 260 by 120 pixel add block. Okay, now the way to create a widget is to create a new class which extends the existing WP widget class, and then write some of those functions. So we'll start with this class. Let's call this adaptive add 260 widget extends WP widget. All right, so this is the actual class. Now, before we move on, I'll just go ahead and register my widget. So I'll say register widget, and I'll give it the same name as my class. So adaptive add 260 widget. Perfect. All right, now it's time to write a couple of functions. There are 4 functions that are needed for a widget to work. First one is called construct. So we'll say function construct. Okay. Now this one will actually initialize the widget. So widget init. The next one is a function called form. So function form, public function form. And that's gonna accept one parameter, instance. And the instance parameter refers to the values that are saved in the database. All right. Okay. The next function, public function, will be update. And this gets 2 parameters, new instance, old instance. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you what this does. Silly me. So the form function will output the options, the actual widget, in the back end. So let's say output the widget options in the back end. Okay, the update function will handle all the saves and all the actions that you do with the widget. So actually, let's say process widget options for saving. So when you modify a widget and you click that little save button, this is the function that is called. Okay. And finally, we have the last function, public function widget. And this one takes two arguments. One is args, which represent the arguments of the widget, and then it's the instance, which represent the values saved in the database. And this one displays the widget on the page or on the front end. All right, nice. So let's take each of the function and build our widget. Okay, first of all, this construct function, we'll start with this parent construct. So we'll call that function, and it takes a few parameters. The first one is the base ID, the ID of the widget. So I'm going to say adaptive add 260 widget. The next one is the widget name. It's the one that's going to appear. Let me just show you. It's the one that's going to appear right here where it says calendar. So let's say custom widget 260 by 120 add. Okay, and the last one is an array of arguments. So array, and for this one I'll just do a description. So description, let's do this, displays a single 260 by 120 add block. Okay, and this one, the description, is the one that's going to show up right here. All right, so that is the construct function. Next one is the form function. And as I said, this is responsible for outputting the widget in the back end, right here in the admin area. So the first thing we'll do is create an array of defaults. So we'll say defaults equals array. Okay, and we'll start with a title. And the title, let's use this, is going to be like add 260 by 120. Okie doke. The next one is going to be the next field. So for an add image or for an add block, we need an add image and we need an add link. Yeah. So we're going to say add img. Okay, and let's give this like a random image. Let's see if there is anything saved within the images. Main BG, no, there isn't. All right, but I'm gonna use like, let's see, something. I'm gonna use this quote format icon. This is just for demonstration purposes. So I'm gonna use the images constant slash quote format icon.png, because I just want to show you guys what the defaults array does. Okay, so that's the add image, and finally the add link. Let's just link this to WP Tuts Plus. Okay, cool. So that's done with the defaults. Next, we'll do something like this. Instance, yeah, which is basically the values saved in the database. And we'll use the function WP parse args. Now, WP parse args is a generic function that's used for merging together an array of arguments and an array of default values. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll say array instance, and we'll merge that with defaults. So the way I understand this is if you don't have anything in the database, you just merge those values with the default values. All right. So next, it's time to actually output some content in the admin. And that is content that's going to show up right here. Once you drag the widget, you know, like this, it's going to show a title and everything else you put in there. So let's do that. First, we're going to display the title. So let's do a quick close here. Okay, so we're going to output the title field. It starts with a paragraph, which contains a label and an input type text. Oops. Okay. So label, we're going to say title here. So we'll do PHP title adaptive framework, and label 4, it's going to be something like this: PHP. We're going to echo this get field ID title. No, I don't need this actually. All right, so we're using get field ID, and we are echoing this right now because we're also going to do it when we're setting the ID for the input. Yeah, so ID is going to be the exact same thing. All right, and also the name is going to be the exact same thing. And this is really necessary if you want this this to work. Input type is text, and also we'll give it a class. Oops, not here. We'll give it a class. A class equals widefat. Now, widefat is a predefined class in the WordPress admin. All right, so we're outputting the title. Let's see, value. Also need to specify a value, of course. So if we have something in a database, we're going to show it. So pretty much the same deal. We're going to do echo. This time, we're going to do escape attribute, and we'll do instance, which means the value saved from the database, title. Okay, pretty good. All right, the next one, title. Let's do the code for the add image and the add link. And after that, we are done with this function. So add image and add link. All right. Let's see quickly. Label 4 get field ID. This is going to be add img. Yeah. Add img being the same field that we defined here. So copy this, add image, echo, okay. All right, and then the add link. Okay, something like that. And actually that's it for this function. The next one is the update function. And the update function processes widget options, right? When you save it, it's gonna save the new values in database. So we gotta begin by doing instance, old instance. So we get the old values from the database in this new variable. Next, we'll do the title. Okay, so we'll say instance title will equal strip tags new instance title. And strip tags is necessary for sanitizing the inputs, because basically we're allowing the user to type in anything, so it's important to use strip tags. Okay, next one is the add, and we'll do something similar. Instance add img equals new instance add img. Same goes for the add link. All right, and lastly we gotta return the new instance, which means the new values. All right, now we still have one more function to go, and that is the widget function. But actually we'll do that in the next video, and we're also gonna test to see if everything is okay, and if we made any errors in our code. But that's it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Bye bye.